Hola a todos and welcome to Adventure with Spanish. Yo soy TJ. Today's lesson about Spanish subject pronouns. But TJ, what's a subject pronoun? I don't know what that is in English. Okay, no problem. We'll fix that, okay? So a subject pronoun is a personal pronoun that comes before a verb in a sentence. Got it? Good. All right. So let's start. The first subject pronoun in English is I. I. Okay? In Spanish, that's substituted with the personal pronoun yo. Okay? Yo can be pronounced different ways depending on the country. Some countries is yo, some countries is yo. There's even a country that pronounces it as show. I see you, Argentina. Okay. Second is you. Yeah, you. Watching the video, you. Okay. So in Spanish, that is tú. Tú. And don't forget the accent on top of the you in tú, because that's a totally different word in Spanish. And you want to make sure that you're speaking the correct word. Okay? All right. And 3, for the third person in subjects. She, he, you. Well, there's 3 different ones in Spanish. And we'll get back to the you part in a second. Él, ella, and usted. Okay, so these 3 are used in the third person. Usted is actually you formal, so it's actually still talking to a person. But in Spanish, they use that as a way to distinguish maybe rank or authority, or even if someone's an elder or something like that. So, ella, él, she, and he. Just like we use in English. Okay? All right. Nosotros is we. Nosotros. Nosotros. Nosotros, if you're talking about yourself and a group of people together, that is when you would use nosotros. Okay? You plural is vosotros. Okay. Vosotros is actually only used in Spain. It can be used in Latin America, but it depends on the country. It depends on literary use, poetry, yada, 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 so on and so forth. But as far as in everyday spoken Spanish, in Latin America, vosotros is not typically used, but definitely used in Spain. So if you're learning Spanish to go travel in Spain, definitely learn vosotros. Okay? And lastly, third person plural, ellos, ellas, and ustedes. Okay, so ellos and ellas is they. The difference between when you're going to use one or the other is if it's a group of males or it's a group of females. If it's a group of males, you use ellos. If it's a group of females, you use ellas. Okay? If it's a group of females and males, use ellos. Okay? And lastly, ustedes, with that third person plural as well. So ustedes is used as you all plural as well in Latin America. It's also used in Spain as well, but in Spain it's typically the same way they use usted, which is for formal, higher rank, elder, so on and so forth. So one key thing here to remember, ustedes and usted is used everywhere, and vosotros is typically just used in Spain, not to beat a dead horse. And one last point to make about subject pronouns in general in Spanish. Unlike English, the verb in Spanish can dictate the subject, so you don't necessarily have to use the subject pronoun. Subject pronouns are typically only used for emphasis. So let's say I said I work in a store. I would say trabajo en una tienda. Trabajo en una tienda. So I work in a store. Trabajo is conjugated for first person singular. I, yo. I could say yo trabajo en una tienda. Typically, subject pronouns are added specifically for emphasis. In this case, if I was talking to somebody and they were like, "Where do you work? Where you work? Yo trabajo en una tienda." And sometimes in just regular conversation, I can say trabajo en una tienda. So that's basically it with subject pronouns. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments below. If you like the video, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button. Give it a big thumbs up if it was a help, and see you next time.